Howdy-o, everyone! Velocity here, back in action, telling men to go play out in the rain attraction. That's right, we're playing more Harvest Moon, Game Boy Color 3. Or is it just GBC 3? I honestly don't know. Or is it 3 GBC? Point is, the man needs to work, alright? Or, yeah, he just needs to work just a little bit. Just not a lot, but enough. You know? We're gonna do some hoeing today. We'll have him pick two. Peek, 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 peek. There you go, bud. Right, leave it to you. Leave it to Beaver, that's who. Are you unhappy? Why are you unhappy? I gave you your food. Why is Bess unhappy with me? See? Food again. Food good. Food yum num. Num num. Bess hates me. Fuck. Oh. That hurts a lot. That hurts more than I want it to be. Ugh. We're so close to get so far from everything. We do need to hoe, but we don't need to hoe right away. It's not a thing that like I need to worry about right now. Instead, what we're going to mainly focus on today is just getting some things from here, as we only have one thing to get. No, I didn't want that. Well, I guess I did want that. As I said before, I don't really want to like stay out past 12. It's gonna kind of be a slow day for me, as well as making sure that I get all the crops together. So we're kind of just gonna like keep going on about this. Just kind of how rainy days go. Oh my goodness gracious. Things are quite ostentatious. As for other things that I've been doing as of recently, aside from playing this game and playing through a few other games while I'm streaming, I have been consistently on route to play, shall we say, the Pokemon TCG Pocket game, as well as Fake Grand Order. And those two games have kind of been taking up a lot of the phone time that I usually reserve, and it makes me a little bit sad in the regard that, like, I have Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on my phone, legitimately there, to do what I need to, what hails me, right? And as it is right now, it just kind of gets ignored because I don't need to play it right now. I don't have anything else I need to do. And for those that are not aware, Fate Grand Order is a very particular game that takes up a lot of people's lives, and I go in and out of it like nobody's business, because I got into it because of my ex-boyfriend, which, I'll be real, my ex-boyfriend probably would have loved this game. That being said, I've been ordered by them to not talk about them to a great length or degree. It makes me a little bit sad, but it is what it is, right? Suffice to say, I am a little bit perplexed in the sense that, like, you just shouldn't be able to, like, be friends with exes, right? Like, that is a case in which I both understand I cannot be friends with them in a way that, like, I want it to be, or, like, we're a little bit more than friends, we might be able to hook up again later, things like that, but at the same time, I'm able to be friendly towards all of them, and that includes my ex-boyfriend. Like, generally speaking, if they came to me and they needed help or something, I would help them, like, legitimately enough. Even their partner, even considering the things that I have said about their partner. And the most I would say to that is just the fact that, like, I don't think they're particularly bad people, but it was a situation where, they just didn't like the things that I did effectively, and in a lot of ways and degrees, I understand why they kind of didn't like the things I did effectively and all that other such and such. And in a lot of ways, I kind of had a bit of an unhealthy obsession with them to the point that, like, definitely kind of sucked. Because, like, I would have loved to have just stayed friends if it wasn't for the fact of a few factors to it. And mostly it just came down to the fact that, like, kind of can't be friends with somebody that you've had a huge crush on for the longest time and then just sort of get rejected in a way, you know? Like, that was kind of always the situation at hand, and it makes me a bit worried about how I'll deal with other things and whatnot if that was ever to come to pass. And I understand it's a me problem, and honestly, to a certain degree, I think it's nobody's fault for not wanting to be friends with people they had crushes on and their exes and various things like that. I don't think that's a particularly big problem. A better job. Good. Oh. I'm a little bit sad I didn't pick up anything else. Still in here, does that mean it gets everything? 40 turnips, let's go. It looks like it does get everything. That's good. But yeah, it is just a situation where, like, it ended on bad terms for a lot of different reasons, none of which being that, like, I couldn't just date them. There was other factors added to it that were effectively akin to, I did not want my emotions to get in the way of further friendship. Like, I felt like it was to the point where, like, it might have been a detriment to them. I don't want to take them out. Put them back in. Jeez. Yeah, that's fine. We could do like one more berry run, but we don't need to. So let's go here. Oh, that's it. Yes, Farmers Union, how may I help you? Shit. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make out here is just, like, sometimes you cannot be friends with people because of your own personal things. I think that's mainly what I was trying to get at here. And it makes me sad in that regard. And it makes me worry that future relationships will be like that, in which perhaps because I'm crushing too hard on somebody, I can't be friends with them because I want to be something more. And it's definitely a situation where, like, I have to work on that person. I have to do that. There's no one wrong on the other end as far as I am concerned when it comes to a lot of the things that I'm talking about. But it's not like there was some wrongness on my end either, rather on their end. But I think the best thing that I could put it as is just kind of like, I wish it didn't end the way that it did. And I wish that we could have remained at least friendly towards each other. And sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. And just like, I have a hard time kind of thinking through it and just kind of like had to process through the whole situation of how I feel when it comes to other people and whatnot too. And just, it's a hard oddity of just like, how do I do this and navigate through things? And even as a grown adult and growing adult, you just kind of have to learn as you go. And I think that's one thing that, like, I particularly like about these games too, is that you are just being familiar and learning the game, the routine, and how things get better with it. And in that regard, I like farming because, like, not everything's familiar at once. Not everything goes that way, but it will eventually be familiar. It will eventually feel good. And in that regard, I hope that works out in the way that I want it to work out to begin with, too. Suffice to say, they didn't wish me ill will, I didn't wish them ill will. I have considerably wronged them in a way that they would probably say, but not in a way that, like, I was ever particularly... How should I say this? Like, it's not that I wouldn't do certain things again, right? I think that's what I'm trying to get off to on this whole situation. And it makes me a little bit sad because, like, both in the regard that, like, I probably couldn't be friends with all my exes, and in some ways I probably shouldn't be friends with a lot of the exes that I have going on. There are definitely still feelings being harbored there, for sure, that I'm a little bit, like, I wouldn't say, like, scared, but just kind of annoyed at the situation that I can't just let go. You know? I think that's kind of where I get down to on this whole situation, is that I just kind of wish it was better. This is kind of all it goes down to. Oh my goodness. That being said, I need to get rid of all this stuff. Yes, leave it to you. You got it. Okay, I don't remember when the fairy leaves per se, but we shouldn't really have that many people this way or that way. So let's give you a berry. What, for me? Yes, for you, Elder. He just always says nice day. Wow, it's for me? Thank you. A lost busy day. What? Are you sure? Thank you. Very much. Hello, Lost. Nice day. Yeah, nice day to you too, bud. When do these come? Mainland on Monday and Thursday. Monday and Thursday. Yeah, I think we're kind of stuck here otherwise. Alright, so let's go to the farm real quick. We're gonna go ahead, make sure Moo Cow is happy. That did not affect our little Moo Cow. Our Moo Cow was not pleased. No? I have the milker. I wish it'd just tell me it no milk. Moo, are you unhappy, Bess? No, Bess. Be nice to me. Is that not enough? Do I need to give them more fodder? What? So then I can have like 8 cows, right? So if I have that many cows... 38... Well, what do you think? Yes. You did well enough. Unfortunately, I do not have a lot for you to do aside from just clearing out things. He's at least making patches properly and everything, so that's good. Did I give him his daily berry? No, I did not. So what we need to do... Go here. Yeah, we're doing the grasslands again. Oh, not another grasslands. Yeah. It keeps happening. It keeps being the way that it is. I do wish we could have more, but thankfully enough, the game devs were like, what if they get stuck? Let's just give them berries. Tons and tons of berries. And honestly, fam, I'm ever so thankful. Foraging is both a very important skill and a skill that will save your ass in survival. The fact that it happens in Harvest Moon still is pretty much a nice treat. I'm gonna be real. Although I will also be honest too and say that, like, I've never been a particularly big fan of fighting of any kind in, like, Harvest Moon, like games like Harvest Moon, and farming games effectively, like Rune Factory and such, because I'm aware that's more focused on fighting. And to me, it just feels a bit off. Like, I want to farm, you know? Guy, you need to slow down. Alright. What? Why does he just keep saying what to me? Can I get the dog a berry? I can move dog. Nope. It just crushes on him. Oh, can I pet him? Can we pet the dog in Harvest Moon Game Boy? Sorta? I don't think it affects him. He's just like, I'm a dog, and I'm like, I get that. I mean, not to the extent of I know what a dog thinks, but to the extent of just like, real. Suffice to say, everybody, I really like whenever I'm able to, how should I say this? Be able to experience something new. I think to me that's the majority of what I've been kind of clinging on to when it comes to playing all these games and kind of just enjoying what I do when it comes to the whole situation, because like games have always been a very big part of my life to the point that like I enjoy them and I think they're really neat. And playing the same games over and over again is a little bit boring when you could be playing these kind of games, you know? I just think that's really cool to play something else and being able to experience things and just kind of seeing how people view the games that you like and various things like that. And that to me is what like really encourages me to just keep moving on through. It's just this neat little factoid that I just am able to experience a new world made by somebody and able to kind of like go about it and just see what they constructed as their own little thing and whatnot. And just like, I don't know, I always kind of had this mystical idea of whenever I'm like going through these kind of games that like I'm kind of understanding the people that played them when they were not played them, but they were making them. I don't know, it feels like a sincere letter in a more human, less emotive way, and that I just really like. I get happy about it because I don't think you could really make a game without having to have some fun with it, you know? It's just an art form that a lot of people get to participate in and enjoy. It always makes me a little bit annoyed whenever they don't like kind of show off that way, that like, oh yeah, there was other people involved and it's not just Hideo Kojima or various other people like that. Like, to me, a fun thing to do is just to say, this team made it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, Intelligent System made the game, but like, it could be like this team, like Team Clover, right? I think that was like a full team, not 100%, but like, I do feel like that's a better way to go about things. I do feel like that's also what I really like and want for movies to be more celebrated about. Because I may not like movies, surprise everybody that has watched this place. I don't like a lot of movies in general, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that just, I don't feel like it's particularly good with credit and whatnot towards things, because it'd be like the actors get credit and the people that are there that directed it got credit, or producing will get credit, and just like anything of that big construction is more than that. And like, I definitely do feel that like it's not as adept in games to figure out, oh, like this guy over here produced that, or like this person did this, but it does feel a bit more of a team effort of people kind of putting their heart and soul into it. Like, it's a felt feeling over this complete direction and whatnot. I understand to a degree. It's a shorthand thing to be like, it was this people and the director, But I do feel like a lot of people shout the director as like the main leading force of how anything is good, and just I don't think that's really the case. And like I would love for that to be more of a thing where like have certain teams be represented and shown and like done in the Oscars and various things like that, and also like just are able to be more celebrated in terms of situations for TV shows too, because like not like that isn't the case as well, and that doesn't have like its own stipulations and whatnot. But I think the negative emotion that I tend to have with a lot of movies is just the fact that it usually is just the directors and actors that get celebrated. I'm not saying completely, but from the outside looking in, that's kind of what it feels like to me. And I know people that get really into movies, they find out all these people that like, oh, this person made this and they're really good at it, and they did this and they did the makeup for this, or like the costume design by this person is really good, and like that's cool, that's awesome. But it is just one of those things that just, I don't know, it doesn't feel as it was before. Like we're growing into being that more than we are anything else, but I definitely feel a lot of what made the Muppets movies, the more good ones out there, I suppose to say, is just the worked effort of all the people that worked there and whatnot, and just kind of like the atmosphere that Jim Henson set in. And I feel like a lot of effort when it comes to collaboration and whatnot is done better in a regard where, how do I say this? Everyone is able to kind of make their input, you know? I think that's mostly what I'm leaning on to this. I apologize if a lot of this is just kind of flabbergasted nonsense, but hey, you know what? Therapy is expensive and you're all right here to listen to me. We're just gathering berries and gathering thoughts, I guess. But yeah, I always do find it kind of funny because whenever I mention this in Skull's stream or various other people that I'm friends with, they're like, I hate movies. A lot of them will just be like, why do you hate movies? Movies are great. I'm just kind of like, nah. Movies are terrible. They're all bad. A lot of it just comes down to the fact that they're just kind of oppressive and they need to be money makers more than they need to be entertaining. And because of that, a lot of schlock gets through, y'all. A lot of things that are just not impressive or even like good of effort or like honestly earnest go through. There are some, for sure. It does happen. But the more and more that we've gone through the last few years, honestly, man, my reading opinion about movies is far more valid than anyone that says movies are good, because I guarantee it is not the case for a lot of people. They do not think that way. I don't really need to do it right now. Oh, wait. They're gonna pick up a big old berry batch. Big berry batch. I'm just gonna go back and do that, my goodness. Suffice to say though, like, I never mean it in the regard that I actually think movies are bad. It's a funnier statement to put out, and one that's more hostile towards people that like movies, that I love because it goats people more, and people that have goated thoughts on this are always far more interesting to talk to, because they clearly have a sense of passion for it, you know? And just kind of like, as someone that was raised by my mother, it just kind of ended that way where I just like doing that too, kind of like getting at people and being like, bro. But yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about the whole situation. I wish movies were a better medium, but as they are now, they're just kind of not. They're not really particularly good in a way that they should be. Hopefully Bess gets over whatever the hell I did to her and her family. Clearly they don't want to talk to me, they don't want to notice me at all. They said no. You're Earth's greatest monster. Ugh. Suffice to say, we're just kind of going about this. What is the hit detection on this game? Come on. I swear I'm trying to get it like properly and it just doesn't. There we go. We're gonna try to get all of the cow area so we could get more grass here. I'm so annoyed that I just didn't get this little spot here. It was such an easy thing to do. And I hacked it up so bad. Someday I'll be able to get it right. And then I'll show them. I'll show all of them. Ooh, another one. Wah. Oh. Aha. All good so far. Or are you kidding me? You think this hoe would put itself in power, but no. Yeah, I don't know what this hoe is doing, but it's clearly not working for me. Mother did not raise no hoe. I'm gonna say that much right now, and honestly, I kind of wish she did. Need that energy in my life. I'll be real. Ain't gonna go to bed until 10. Ain't gonna go to bed until 10. I'll probably hit 10 way too soon. And I'll be like, ain't going to bed till 11. Come on, let me just finish this. Let me finish it up. I don't know why my eyes always look like they're kind of like blick. Kinda are, aren't they? Alright. So now we can get grassier. Get grassier, I should say. Hopefully Bess will be fine with the way that I am. We get here. Hey, look at that. 10 p.m. Anything to tell us? Huh, guy? What do you mean, what? He angers me every day of the week. Every day. Saturday. Alright, on to the next day. Then the next day. Then the next day. Bess, are you happy with me now? Oh, okay, Bess, you are happy today. Go outside? Yes. Good little cow. That's what I love to see. Father sent. Go through here. Go through here. Let's go. My cow is happy. Happy, happy cow, cow, cow. Hey. We are able to get it today. Brushy, brushy, brushy. Moo, 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 moo. Soon. Soon, everybody. I'll be able to get a sheep. I'll be like, how do you like them, schmeeple? No, I'll pay. Oh, come on. Thinking of all paying. Yeah, start working. You are going to just clear out everything. Clear, 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 clear. We'll get them like 2, 3 here. Yeah, I am leaving it to you, bud. Oh jeez, that was scary. Do not do that to me. Okay. You know, we'll leave the berryness as a surprise. We'll gather our berries over here real quick. Get the little thing. Okay. That's kind of what it is. Yeah, we don't. Grab. Boop. Grab. Boop. Please. Let me have the very best. Like nobody ever puzz. Soon soon enough, I will be able to get it. And then no one will stop me, right? Okay. Okay. There you go. Get from me, yes. Hey, Lost, working hard? Yes, clearly. What do you give me, bud? Yes, Elder, I gave you something. You always just say the same thing. Give you some other dialogue to work with, bud. Thank you very much. Oh, Lost, nice. Yes. That does not help me out. Yeah, it's for you, Elza. I like you. If I could date anybody, it'd be you. Trust. You best be trusting. Soon, eventually, I'm hoping we're able to actually get fishing done. Till then, though, I think we're going to speed this up. We've had enough philosophy for today, and we have enough speedy uppy to go around. So with that being said, boop boop. Okay, we need to call the Farmers Union because we need to get everything here. How many berries did I pick today? How many pickable berries did I pickpocket in my particular area? 90. Oh my god, how many do I want to ship? How many do I get? 2,970. Yes, please. Cool. So, we got here. We got a good amount of money. We might actually be able to buy a sheep. That might happen. Okay, this is good. This is good. We could buy a sheep next time, and we could do all these other things. Let's go ahead, go here. We're gonna put this little cowy cow. The bread. Hello, cow. Moo! Okay, Bess. You're happy. Go inside. It's almost nighttime. Nighttime for cows. You want the big mooster to be like getting the moosties. Let's go over here to make sure everything's fine on this end. What do you think? I generally cannot tell if it looks better or not. Good for him. He probably worked on that all day. Now we go over here to the grassland. We're gonna grab our last bit of berries for today, because it is what it is. It's a very busy day, as it were. And then we're gonna go ahead, say hi to our sweetie. 6 p.m. Did I get paid? Oh, this is before payment? Oh, let's go! Before payment, let's go! We love to see it. So we're actually like having some proper money to invest in our farming. I don't want to alarm him, but that's like working arming. Yes, you're welcome, Jack. I wonder about my farm. Why do you wonder about your farm? Is it like a thing? Do you have your own farm? I guess he's supposed to be like the Pro Tab from Game Boy GBC 2? So maybe? It looks like he's finally opening up to us too. That's good. For now, we should probably hoe a little bit more. And make sure that everything's good here. Looks like it. Did we get everything here, or is it gonna be like, oh, you don't have enough space anymore. You need to have more space. There's a lot more for no reason. Ugh. Only do so much, game. Now I need to be hoeing it out. Let's go. Go, please. Let's get all the top part here. That would probably be the easier thing to do, is just kind of like hit it this way. In the meantime, we could get berries and various things like that. I believe once we have a few other things, we could actually like get going with some side quests. And we'll just hoe other parts to get grassy stuff in that area and all that such. But hopefully I could buy a sheep. Oh my god, that'd be great if I could just buy a sheep. Please let me buy a sheep soon. Game, you don't understand. I want sheep. I want a little baba. Are so good. And everything right. Making everything feel nice and bright. That hoe knows how to work it, right? Why are you like this to me? Okay, we hoed everything. Those are just gonna be awkward for a little bit because these will provide greater yields of grass. And I will try to figure out other things. How much do we have for the fodder? 38. It's okay. It's decent. It's decently there. 9 p.m. a little bit early to be hitting the hay, as it were. I don't know what I would need a horse for in particular, aside from, I don't know, maybe going fast about it. I mean, also grass this up too eventually. I guess that would work. We did a lot of what we need to do here. That's good for us. We'll just finish up this little patch here. Come on. There you go. With that being said, y'all, we kind of have that it for today. It was a lot of just gathering berries and stuff like that, but next time we'll be able to buy things. Wonderful. Until then, y'all. Hey, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you can, and I'll see you all next time, okay? Sayonara. Bye-bye.